Ohio State game, but also learning from that experience?
Yeah, I think you just got to come in on Sunday. We have to get it cleaned up as a staff, and then we also have to game plan for Northwestern. The kids have to come in on Monday morning. We have to get the corrections made, and then it's on to Northwestern from there on. After that first meeting, win or lose on Monday morning, you have to be done with that one. You have to get on to the next one because the next game is the most important one always.
Is that something you think your defense has handled well this week?
Yeah, I think it's tough. There's no question about it. That's tough. But they've done a good job of trying to get ready for Northwestern, moving on, getting the new game plan in, and starting to practice for the team we're playing.
What stands out about Northwestern in terms of their challenge on offense?
Northwestern's a team that I think everybody always respects in this league because they're never going to beat themselves. They're a disciplined team. They're a tough team. They're going to be where they're supposed to be, and for the most part, they operate what the coaches want them to do. And so, I think you just have to be sound in what you do. You have to be sound in your coverage. You can't be pressing. You can't be overextending yourself trying to make a play because they'll make you pay. They're smart enough to adjust to what everybody's doing. But I think it's a really good football team that doesn't beat themselves a lot.
How much of a coach, as a coach, have you just thought about the way last year's game up there?
Yeah, I mean, you in the offseason, you watch that one a bunch, and how could we have called it differently? How could we have executed differently? How could we have managed the clock differently? So many situations went into the end of that football game. I think you analyze that one a lot, not just for the getting ready for Northwestern this year, but also, all the games just as a coaching staff,
Does it take a while to get over something like that? I know you talked about moving on to the next week, but then is that something you think about a lot in the offseason? We've done this.
Yeah, I mean those are things in the offseason. Situationally, I think you got to separate the game from situations, right? And as a staff and as a team, you've got to learn from situations. You've got to be able to adjust to situations. You've got to use those situations moving forward without isolating one game. At that point, it becomes a situation we need to work on, not just the Northwestern game. And then in the offseason, you really revisit that.
That kind of flexible and double win look that the offense showed last weekend is the closest that you as a defense have come to facing something like that. Was that against Navy, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
And what are the challenges of defending that?
I mean, probably Navy, and when we played Tulane, they did a good job with it. The challenges of defending that is, you're playing 11-on-11 football. A lot of times, the quarterback's either a non-factor in the pass game, or maybe it's not a big quarterback run team, or you kind of have a good idea about where you can steal a gap here and there. When you're playing a situation like that, it's 11-on-11 football. Everybody's got to fit right. Everybody's got to be eyes right.
When it comes to the offense committing turnovers, what's your message to the defense as far as responding? I mean, with the way Saturday, 3 turnovers in the first 4 possessions.
Got to put the fire out, period. I don't care where we get the ball. I don't care if they get it on their own 4. I don't care if they get it on their own 40. I don't care if they get it on their own 20. We got to put the fire out, period. And we didn't do a good job of doing that on Saturday.
How do you deal with a team like Northwestern, who traditionally doesn't turn the ball over that much? What you guys want to do is, create those opportunities. So I guess, what's the balance there?
Yeah, I mean that's what we're talking about. I mean, you have to be fundamentally sound. You have to be scheme sound all the time. You have to defend what they do. You've got to make the quarterback make some probably throws that he shouldn't make because you're doing such a great job assignment football and letting somebody go make a play. You've got to pick your shots to pressure him and make him do something that he doesn't want to do. Last year we got a couple. Just kids made great plays. A quarterback made a decent throw. A safety made a great play on a ball. Antonio Reed made one. But you just got to defend their offense, and you've got to be fundamentally sound, and then make them make a mistake.
I think Scott said that Ohio State was one of the best teams that he's ever competed against. I know you were very complimentary going into that game, just gaining even more appreciation for how good they are this year.
I mean, they're a fantastic football team. They've got really good football players, but the bottom line is when you're playing a team like that, you have to execute, and we did not execute. Take nothing away from them. They're a really good football team, but we did not execute on Saturday. Who knows what it could have been? Who knows what it could have been? But they executed, and we didn't.